Evening. How are you this evening, Chief?
Very good.
Item number 2, discussion and action on the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting held February 18th, 2014. You've all had a chance to review those minutes. Is there a motion that they be approved as written?
So moved. Second.
Motion from Fisher, second by Brown. Any discussion? Clerk may call the roll.
Fisher,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Valencia,
Yes.
Hannaford,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Leo, Benson.
Yes.
Item number 3, discussion and action on the approval of claims. Mr. Miller, have you claims for this council to approve this evening?
Yes, Your Honor. I make a motion that we approve claims of $180,616.03.
Second.
I have a motion by Miller, second by Benson. Any discussion? Clerk may call the roll.
Miller,
Yes.
Benson,
Yes.
Hannaford,
Yes.
Valencia,
Yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Leo,
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Item number 4, committee and board reports. Joe Don?
What I think I'd do is turn this over. We did have a personnel committee meeting at the end of the last council meeting. That's the only committee meeting that I am aware of, and I would turn that over to that committee.
Personnel committee meet last Monday, or last Tuesday after City Council. We talked about a few issues with the health care deductions for the fire department, try to resolve the issue that happened there with, I believe several firefighters had their health insurance was not deducted, and we had to get that caught up. Talked about how we do that. It's been worked out with the individual firefighters to take care of all of that. We had some discussion on the union contract negotiations and a union negotiator for the council. And we will still continue to work on a union negotiator for the city council, or if we decide to do that with members of the council or city management. We also had the city business manager's annual review. There's an agenda item on that for this meeting. That was the business discussed at the personnel committee. In the finance committee meeting tonight, after signing purchase orders, we discussed and reviewed our cash and investments and where we're sitting there. Went over the financial statements and discussed the homestead sprinkler system breakage. I believe it was over the night they had a pipe freeze in the homestead system. It has been repaired and discussed. We don't know exactly what the total cost on that's going to be yet, but we've had that item to talk about. Also talked about the homestead roof. There's a leak. Joe Don has gotten an estimate to repair that. It's not a significant leak, so it shouldn't be too bad to fix. And then rescheduled our meeting for next March, or for March 17th to 4:30 instead of 5:30. That would be those items. Any questions? Good.
Okay. Are there any other report items? If not, we'll go to the business manager's reports. Joe Don, under tab number 5.
Yes, some of the things that we've been working on over the past couple of weeks is staff's been working to develop policies for funding both a stabilization reserve and a capital reserve fund. The framework of these policies has been completed, and we're just trying to firm up the document. Once the document's finalized, it'll be brought back before the City Council for approval. We have undergone, the second item would be, we have undergone some tremendous changes in the staff at City Hall. So through meetings with the Personnel Committee and Finance Committee, we have, in past meetings, we have elected to bring in Encode to actually do some official training on our software and to evaluate the way our software is set up. They'll be here for 2 weeks. The first week is March 18th through the 21st, And at this time, they're going to be training office staff over the utility billing portion of the software and the cash collections portion of the software. The second week will be the financial end of the program, and trainers will be in Alva in April for that session. The sewer line east of town, Meads Construction started working on that sewer line on February 4th, or 24th, I'm sorry, and they've made quite a bit of progress over the past week. I would estimate them at being about 30% complete. They made it up the north-south section last week. They're going to start, and then at the email I had on last Friday, which will probably be delayed some now, but they expected to be at the Mackey-Thiesing fence line by the end of this week, last Friday. Now, we had some bad weather come in. They didn't work today, so that's probably not a realistic time frame right now. At the pre-bid construction meeting, they estimated, or they gave me an estimate if everything went perfect, it'd take them 6 to 7 weeks to complete the sewer line. If they keep working the way they're working, we're probably looking at somewhere closer to 3 or 4 if they've made it that far. Because if they make it, from the east-west from where they're at now to the Mackey-Thiesing fence line in a week, the next week is to finish out the project, I think. I think they'll be finished that quick. Just my observations of them. To date, we've been very pleased with the work, the inspections that have been done out there. Both the engineer and the resident inspection engineer and the water sewer department have been pleased with the work they've completed up to date. The new Alva the transfer station out south of town, north of town, excuse me. For the past 20 days, that's been Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality for application for review. They have a 60-day review period of the application. We're 20 days into that. Once this review is completed, they'll either issue a draft permit or they'll send back notes for us to address. But after the draft permit is issued, there'll be another 30-day comment period that we'll have to advertise for. After this comment period is complete, ODEQ has another 60 days to begin its technical review. But during that time, I think we can start on our construction in our bidding process. At the last communication with ODEQ, they felt it would take all of the allotted time to process the application. We are pressing them to get that processed as quickly as possible so we can get everything we need to get done rolling on it. We have some of the jobs that we had open. We have filled. We filled the park/building maintenance position, and we filled the deputy clerk 3 position we had in the office last week. Wes had alluded to some problems we had out at the homestead today and over the past few weeks. At the last snow, Homestead called me and informed me of a roof leak. We waited till that melted and tried to get something in the works, but then we had this snow. But we do have a plan of action. Once this is melted off, we can go in there and peel back some of the shingles, put a moisture barrier down, re-shingle it. We should be good to go. Cost on that's going to be about $1,900, not a major expenditure. The one that has me worried more than that is over the last night, the sprinkler system, the fire suppression system broke. We had Luck and Bill come in and repair that leak today. They also brought over an electronic module got ruined in that leak.